Let's talk fat loss. So there's all kind of tricks today that people are really putting out there about Ozempic and take this, take that, all kinds of different pills, crush yourself with a bunch of caffeine. I'm gonna give you right to the point, easiest, simplest way to do this. And this is from lots of experience, 22 years of experience. I'm sitting really lean right now in real time and finding a good balance as we speak. So I'm gonna show you how this is best sustainable, as well as creating a system where your metabolism is firing, and you can pretty much throw anything into it and you're gonna burn it up like it's nothing, and you're gonna use it for energy at the gym. So right off the rip, we eat less to lose weight. It's that simple, right? You're burning a specific amount of calories and you eat less than you're actually you eat less calories than you're actually burning, or you're eating a certain amount of calories, you're burning more energy than you're eating, therefore you're gonna have fat loss. It's that simple. Now what gets confused is people are pretty much starving themselves, really thinking they're tricking their metabolism, or using things like Ozempic, which just helps you give a signal to lose that weight, but then also lose a bunch of muscle at the same time. So you can't get around we gotta hit that protein goal. We need to make sure that protein goal stays high. Dude, 1 gram per pound, so I'm sitting right about 200. 200 grams of protein stays completely consistent for me. Other than that, I'm just playing with the carbs, right? The fats are staying just about the same too at 55. My carbs on training days are going to, are staying pretty much up by 400, and then rest days 275. And at that point, what we're doing is we're giving my body a good glycogen boost so that there's enough energy to perform and hit really strong sets and put up enough weight. And then on rest days, our carbs come back down a little bit so that now we don't need super stored up glycogen stores. We can dig a little bit into more fat burning. And that's gonna be the best way to do it. Because at this point, you could flexible eat, you could add in different types of foods and nutrients just to fit into your macros, your protein, carbs, and fats, but also making sure nutrient density is there, because I've noticed that takes a hit on recovery and performance and strength. You know, no one talks about that. There's like, eat whatever you want to hit your macros. I think it's something that adds up, and I notice a difference when I'm eating more nutrient dense foods. There's more energy available. So this is a topic that I personally, through experimentation, have noticed a lot with. I'm getting lots of different fruits and veggies, sweet potatoes, red potatoes, cream of rice, dates. You know, you get berries, lots of different carbs, putting lots of different veggies in there. And then I'm also making sure there's beef, chicken, salmon, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, all kinds of things, right? So we need to simplify this. Your best fat loss is hit that protein goal no matter what. Because hitting that protein goal, along with a routine of lifting weights and a good amount of cardiovascular work, it's exactly what you need to do. It's gonna satiate cravings. It's gonna get rid of the cravings. It's gonna satiate you, feel like you got everything you need. It's gonna help retain mass, because we want that shape and that muscular development. So that protein's gonna hold that. And at that point, we're just playing with carbs based on how much energy we need for the day. So I don't want you to get wrapped up in taking all kinds of crazy pills and thinking that you can get around with not paying attention to the diet. And I'm not sure why. I guess I understand why, because it's the most time-consuming part, that people look at eating as a burden, right? You don't want to look at eating as a burden. It's a blessing. How amazing is it that you can go to the grocery store and buy whatever you want if you have the resources for that? That's beautiful to me. I can go in there, look at this fresh produce section, pick anything I desire, and go home and cook it fresh. Like, that is something to be extremely grateful for. Some people have to really cut the budget short and make decisions that really they don't really want to make, but there's no choice. Like, here's what I have to do to survive, to eat. So we're in a position where we're holding this muscle mass, and we have the luxury to be in a fat burning process or manipulate our calories. Let's step back and realize that's a blessing. Gosh, that's really something that not a lot of people can do. They're just simply like, I got to get enough food today. So let's look at fat loss as a really, really grateful thing here. Get the protein up, be careful with the carbs, and make sure there's enough cardio in the routine. But strength training is going to be your best friend, because it's going to burn you calories morning, afternoon, and night. So Right now, I do like 30 minutes of cardio a day. I like to wake up and do cardio. Sometimes I lift at nighttime, but sometimes in the morning, but a lot of the times at nighttime. And we keep it that simple, right? And we just try not to overeat. You don't want to spike those sugar levels like crazy. It's a lot about self-control. You're going to find out with fat burning that self-control is the common denominator. So hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have questions about fat burning. We're sitting in a really good state right now. So hope this encourages you.